I'm here at the showroom of the Stormy Hill Harley Davidson, and we're going to see 3 models of different bikes. I'm here with Bart Farmer, the sales manager. So Bart, tell me about this bike.
Well, sure, Mihi. What we've got is we've got a 2009 1200N, nice low slung model, kind of an old school bobber look. Great bike for a start out type of deal. You've got mid controls, good comfortable seating position with the black lower legs, the nice rubber boots up on the front, low seat height, cut back rear fender. It's a 1200cc motor with a 5-speed transmission, rubber mounted, so it gives you a smooth ride. Great around town little hopper. On the 2009 Sportster models, just because you got a little bit smaller gas tank, don't think you can't go quite as far. That's a 57 mile to the gallon motorcycle. And don't let the size fool you, whether you're 5'8" or 6'2", this motorcycle's large enough for anybody in that size range. And y'all try it on real quick.
You're right, it is very comfortable.
Yeah, see, there you go. You stand it up.
Okay. Arrgh.
Nice, not the greatest shoes in the world for riding, but we'll get that part worked out for you. Go ahead and put your feet up one time.
Alrighty.
So you notice you got a nice, comfortable, upright seating position. Not too far away, not too close. Everything's in good reach.
Now Bart, why would this bike be right for me?
This bike will work for you in example that it's a lower seating position, okay? Notice when your legs are down, your knees are actually bent, so you've got good control of the motorcycle. Doesn't have a whole lot of over-the-top power. It's not obnoxious, not like riding a Ninja or something like that, but it's got just enough to keep you happier longer so you don't run out of power when you need the power.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah. Now tell me, Bart, what's the difference between this bike and the bike that I was just sitting on?
Easiest question you've asked yet. This is a 2009 Softail Deluxe. That was a 2009 Nightster. Big difference between the two. 1200 cc's, 96 cubic inch, 1580 cc's with a 6-speed transmission. Much different frame. Actually lower seat height than the bike that you were just on, but a little bit bigger. It's got more power. It's got a smoother ride. The reason that they call it a Softail comes down to the rear suspension. It actually does have shocks on the bike. They're located up underneath the motorcycle in the frame. Softail comes, so they were trying to go for a hardtail look, which has no suspension, so we wanted to have suspension on it, gave you a Softail model. It's same motor really, with the exception that it is a 96 cubic inch counterbalanced motor. The motor is hard mounted to the frame, so the counterbalancer takes up the vibration in the engine. You got a 6-speed transmission. Some of the models have floorboards. All the ones we have listed here do have floorboards. This is the Deluxe. Nice throwback, kind of antique looking type of setup with an old bucket seat. Tombstone tail light on the back. Nice clean tank dash. Gas mileage on this motorcycle runs 48 miles to the gallon. On the Deluxe model, you have passing lamps that come on the motorcycle. It is an accessory that you can get for other bikes. Purpose being, give you a little bit more light up front, make you more noticeable and stand out. This model, as well as touring models, all Harley models for that matter, are all a belt drive system as opposed to being a chain or a shaft. Your belt runs cleaner, it runs longer, and smoother.
Now Bart, is this the kind of bike you cruise around town, or is it a road trip bike?
You can actually pull off both with this motorcycle. Some folks do like to take these on longer trips. I've seen them take them as far as the Keys, up to Savannah, even further out. Can you do that better on a little bit bigger motorcycle? Sure you can, and I got a couple of those over there I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. But for the best part is round town, running around and looking good.
Listen Bart, I noticed that this bike looks different than the other bikes we were just on. What makes it different?
This is the last family we got. We're into the touring family now. You'd asked me earlier about the bike over there. Was it good for around town or for long distances? This is the motorcycle that's good for both. Paducah, Kentucky to here in a day you can do on this bike. You've got the nice coverage with the fairing up on the front. You've got wonderful radio up in the front of the motorcycle, which helps out quite a bit. You've still got 96 cubic inch motor with the 6-speed transmission. Plenty of luggage goes in the back here, and room for you. What we did with this one was we went ahead and we painted the inner fairing orange. It comes as a matte black, so we dress it out just a little bit. And then took out and put some black down on the lower legs and blacked out the engine guard here, changed the pipes, make some good noise out of it. Something that you can do with any of our models that you have over here. Our touring models change. I mean, you've got, if you have a road glide, you have one that has a fairing with no torque pack. But if you're going to go a long distance, you get a classic or an ultra, which is on the end over there that has a tour box on the back of it, and you can take it on or have it off, either way you want.
Now, Bart, what is this?
That's an extra feature on the road glide. It's just a nice little glove box, if you will, or if you got a really small purse, that'll fit, what have you. So it all comes down to storage space. Where can you hide what? What do you have? What do you need? Saddlebags, example. You open up a saddlebag, there's plenty of room back there to pack for over a week. Either way. Nice room. And then extra change, whatnot. I've got friends that have iPods plugged in up here that'll wire into the back of the radio, and you're ready to go.
It's time now for maintenance tips, brought to you by Stormy Hill Harley Davidson in Claremont, Florida.
Now, tire pressure on your motorcycle, if you're running a soft tail or a 16-inch front or the 17, regardless of what it is, you want to keep your front tire at about 36 psi. Basically, his tire's at 32 psi, which is just a few pounds shy of where it should be. That's not really too bad, but when you throw a heat factor in there, if you're running all day, you know, your tire pressure is going to fluctuate. You want to keep a real close eye on that to keep your tire wear down and get the most out of your front tire. Basically, on your front tire pressure also, if you have a low tire pressure, it can affect the way the bike handles. You can get a high-speed wobble. You'll get sluggish, you know, it'll feel sluggish in turns. So you really want to, your front tire pressure is very critical, as well as your rear tire. Your rear tire is going to take a little bit more air than your front tire, 41 psi. This one's a little more critical because it's carrying a lot more of the load of your passenger and you. So it is a bit more critical. Some guys like to run it a little bit lower to get a little bit more traction, but you're going to give up, you know, you're going to give up a little bit doing that. Basically, you're going to run into the same thing. Your tire's going to wear odd if you don't keep the correct tire pressure in it. So if you follow your basic maintenance tips that I've given you, take it into your dealer for regular services, you'll get many long years out of your motorcycle and much enjoyment.